Welcome to the Giving a Purpose podcast. We talk, you listen. Streaming to the world and beyond, we will talk about all aspects of life. We will host a variety of guests, where each week we will educate, motivate, encourage, and inspire you. Let's get started with your host, Mr. L.A.
Welcome to the Giving a Purpose podcast, where we bridge the highs, the lows, the lessons learned through life's journey, and filling in the gap. Yes, new week. It's your host, Mr. L.A. So you already know I need you to drop those daily affirmations. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself how great you are. Tell yourself how much of an entrepreneur you are. How much of a business owner you are. How much of a healer you are. How much of a awesome person all the way around. Remind yourself that you are that. Remember, I told you, man, we have thousands of bad thoughts going through our minds daily. So you have to defeat that by telling yourself good thoughts and telling yourself good things. Do that by starting your day with affirmations, and that will begin the momentum that you need for the week. Be awesome. Be awesome, because you are awesome. Man, love on yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, man, I love you. I appreciate you, man. That self-love is so important. I was having a conversation and, someone asked me, do you love and care and do things for yourself more than you do for others? And I had to honestly say, I guess I do for others more than sometimes I do myself, even though that's backwards. I should be doing stuff according to how much I love myself, because if I love myself to a certain level, then that will show in the love that I show for other people. You understand what I'm saying? Hopefully that makes sense. And I'm just, thankful for great people in my life and just allowing me to be honest and to see the different spots and different things that I need to work on. It is just such a blessing to have great people in your life. Man, busy, man. And then just, have an opportunity, man. I would ask that you guys pray for my family right now, going through some mourning right now. Like I posted on my Facebook. Now, I don't get into favorite aunts and favorite uncles and different things like that. I mean, I do say it sometimes. I do say my favorite aunt and different things like that. But I recently had my uncle pass, and when I was younger, he was, one of those good male figures. Our birthdays are 2 days apart, and we always talk to each other. He's like, man, I'm gonna send you something. I was like, I'm gonna send you something. And he was one of those uncles that I ain't gonna say about my first car, but he got me my second car. Now my first car, that thing already had over 100,000 miles on it, but he came through when I needed another one and did what he did. He just had such a giving heart. And send special prayers out to my cousin Nicole, my cousin Joe, and man, his kids. And their grieving process right now. He was actually in the hospital for over a year and a half. I think went in the hospital January 2020. And he fought a good fight. The crazy thing is just amazing how God works. It was probably maybe a week and a half ago, maybe two, that he called. Like, he called my mom, did a FaceTime and did all these things. And he wanted to speak. And he couldn't speak for a year and a half. But he called and he was speaking to family members. And, that's the way, God shows. It's just like, I want to talk to you guys one last time. And, I just appreciate his generosity, his heart, and his, being a male figure in my life when I was young, when it was just me and my mom. So definitely appreciate you, Uncle Eddie. Man, love you. And when this airs, I'll probably be in Pennsylvania for the funeral. So, yes, definitely, man. And taking in all prayers and all things like that. Appreciate you guys. All right, listen. If this is your first time, your absolute first time on here, man, stop playing. Subscribe. Click that button. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, tell somebody, share it. Also, leave a review. I need you. This is what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to tell one person. Tell one person that you know and tell them to subscribe. That's what I need y'all to do. All right? Go on there, subscribe. We're out. If you're listening, just in the listening world, we're out on all major platforms. We're on the Spotify's, the Apple Podcasts, all those things like that. So make sure you go check us out on all those major platforms. Man, I was thinking, and it was funny. Actually, this morning I asked God. I was like, God, I need something. I need a download or something of what I'm going to say or what I'm going to talk about. And boy, he never fails. And was listening to some motivating videos this morning, and it was just dropped on. It was just something in that piece of the video that I was listening to, and he talked about new season. Listen, and I can speak personally, we try to carry so many other things from other seasons, and it doesn't work like that. See, when you understand seasons, you understand it is a cycle of things. And it's a process of things. And some of the problems and faults that we have is we don't know that a part of that cycle is new. We try to carry some of the dead things over into the new things and wonder why they're rotten, or wonder why spiritually why you keep taking the same test over again, or why things, I want to say feel like deja vu, but things just like, why are these certain things always happening to me? Because you don't allow yourself to go through the process of seasons. I used to tell people all the time when I lived in Florida, people ask me all the time, it's like, why you leave Florida, man? You got the sun, you got these things. And it's one thing I would always tell them that was, my truth. I miss the change of the seasons. I mean, yes, it's cool. It's cool to have the sunny weather, outdoor activities and doing different things like that. But it's something about that cool air during the fall. It's something about that deep breath you can take during the winter. It's about, when that grass starts to grow during the spring. It's about that great sunshine in the summer. But what I need you guys to understand, what season you're in and things that you can't carry over into the next season. All right, currently we're in the season of fall. Fall is when your colors are changing, leaves are falling, and we head into winter. Winter is a dormant time. All right, is a dormant time or a dead time. And some things you got to cut off and dead. All right, because in spring, when things are being planted and things are, the pollen and different things are going around and things are starting to grow, you can't have those dead things around because it won't allow you to grow. Because when you hit the summertime, you have to be ready to shine. But nobody wants to see the shine if you're still carrying the dead things, because then you're repeating the process. Because also in fall that we're in, fall is also the time of harvest, because then the ground has to get ready again for the next spring. So sometimes we don't realize that we have a quiet time. Sometimes God wants us to be still. So that's sometimes what that winter is about. And then he wants to plant some things into you. That's when that springtime comes. But what you got to understand is, when you're planted in that dirt, you get a little filthy. And we don't understand what's going on in that process because we don't want to get filthy. We don't know we have to die in that seed, and we have to push through. Not only we have to push through that embryo has to push through that seed, then has to push through the dirt. But sometimes we don't understand that. I know as a kid, I used to hate when it rained, but we don't understand that the rain is also a part of the growth period or the growth process or that photosynthesis and all that good stuff. Yeah. I paid a little bit of attention in science class, but we don't understand that we have to be covered in dirt, that we have to be packed down during the springtime. We think springtime days are getting longer, sunshine is a little brighter, getting a little warmer, but we don't understand. But that's also a period when the dirt is around us, right? And then when we're springing up. So we have to have that process. So when we do have the opportunity to shine, right? When we get to that summertime, that we are fully matured inside and gaining the nutrients and planting good roots in the dirt that we were planted in, or in the season that we were planted in, or the city that you were planted in, or in the state that you were planted in, or the job that you were planted in, or the relationship that you were planted in, right? Then you get to the springtime, right? Then you get to the summertime, then you kind of, your branches are branching out. They're kind of spreading out a little bit, right? They're spreading out even more. All right. When you do that, guess what? That makes room for birds. Now birds are on you, right? Birds are on you. You're this great tree of life. Birds got somewhere to hang out, right? Birds got somewhere to make their home and different things like that, right? But then comes the time where you've done all these things, then the fall comes. And that's also the time where you collect your harvest. Your gifts will make room for you, but you have to allow the process of the dead time of winter, of the planting and the pack down on the dirt and the filth of spring. Then you can shine, and then you can get your harvest. But like I said in the beginning, we have this thing where we're trying to, because sometimes in the wintertime, we can get comfortable in the wintertime and not be ready for the change of season. And then we carry that dead stuff from the winter into our planting season. Because I know you hear it sometimes, especially with global warming and different things like that, certain places where, especially where fruits and stuff grow and they have that frost, it messes up the crops. And some of you are trying to hold on to winter when you should be in spring, and it's messing up your fruit. And so when you get to the fall, you have nothing to harvest and you have nothing to collect. And you don't have those gifts to show. And then guess what? You go back into wintertime trying to figure out why you don't have the things that you have. Because you keep carrying the process of taking old things into your new season. Just like in the Bible, you can't put old stuff in new wineskins, right? Put the new stuff in the new wineskins. All right. And you'll get a better flavor. You'll be more flavorful. All right. Listen, I need you guys to embrace this season. You're in a new season now. You are a new creature, right? When you have this energy, when you have this new outlook, when you've assessed everything, when you've looked at yourself, you looked yourself in the mirror, you forgave yourself, then you affirmed yourself, then you loved yourself, then you become that new creature and you're ready for that new season. Get ready for your new season. It's waiting on you. There's so many things that were probably built up for you to do and for you to have, but God has been trying to prepare you, but you keep trying to hold on to the old cycles of the old seasons or things or a period when God had you in that and you were supposed to pass it, or it was supposed to only be temporary. We so many times make permanent decisions for temporary things. Seasons are temporary. They're not, that's why they change. They're not, ongoing, but some people want to hold on to winter in the springtime. And some people want to hold on to springtime in the summertime. And then some people want to hold on to summer during the fall. And then some of us, even worse, in the fall, we're still trying to hold on to the winter stuff. Or we could be in the fall trying to hold on to the spring stuff. Or we could be in winter trying to hold on to fall. I need you guys to embrace the new season, enjoy the process, take it in, and become the thing and be in the purpose that you were created for. Love on yourself. Tell yourself you can do it. You can do all things. Now, faith. You can do all things. I believe that. But do you? You got to believe in yourself. You got to love yourself so much. Listen, the love you give out is a testament of the love that you give yourself. If you half loving yourself, you're half giving it out. Or maybe even less. And then wonder why the things that you're trying to do doesn't have the foundation that it needs to. Listen, I hope this blessed you in some way. I want you to embrace the new season. Listen, make sure you guys check us out every week. New, fresh episodes weekly here on the YouTube channel and out on all major platforms if you're listening. So make sure you tell somebody, make sure you share it. But most of all, make sure you live on purpose and make sure you live in purpose. I will see you guys next week. Peace.
You've been listening to the Giving a Purpose podcast. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or Google Play to get new, fresh weekly episodes. For more, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.